The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The quarterback will keep it himself, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Lutz with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their own 21. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And some space here. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 44 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have retaken the lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. Now they'll empty out the backfield. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And
frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Here's Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Runs over him. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
He's got Hurst as tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll give the Jags a 1st down.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, 32 yards.
And the Jags have cut it back within a score.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Panthers 18, Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Darnold's throw taken in here by Fuller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Darnold. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So on 4th down, Matt Rule brings out the field goal unit.
This one from 48 yards away. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On the stick. Hey, stop it. Hey, stop it. Hey, stop it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Lawrence.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Lawrence. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah.
They'll try and run for it. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Panthers 18.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. It's Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Steps away to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Now Lawrence. Again, that's Hurst.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Hayden Hurst, 30 yards, as they have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Moore, the man in motion. From the 50, it's Darnold. Dancing to his left. Again, he finds Moore. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Faking the give, Darnold.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Darnold from the gun. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. A 1st down throw, Darnold. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted.
And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
On 1st down, Lawrence
airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey, exit. Hey, go.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. On 2nd and very short, Darnold. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Darnold. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now it's Darnold. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On fourth down, Darnold. And he fends him off. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on fourth down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
He's going to let it fly.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars have just about